Okay, she gets arrested, she gets hauled off. I later find out that she goes so insane in there, some of the jailers told me that they had to put her in basically the strapped-in Hannibal Lecter chair for a while. I'm thinking, great, all's going to start turning around for me. Well, what really happened was, between what I was exposing on the internet about the injustices that went on by the DA's office and in the jail on my first arrest and whatnot, from the arrest right on to my OR or release on the 12th, there were so many injustices, civil rights violations, lawlessness on the behalf of everybody with a badge or a law degree, that I believe they were starting to sweat a bit, all of them. So I went to the Ron Paul rally. I got some of the evidence and information off the Ron Paul's people. I got back from that rally, went to the coffee shop where they, meaning law enforcement, have had people in there that I would call what you would say like moles, meaning they were monitoring me when I was going in and leaving where I was going. I was followed by one of these people numerous times to the library and other places after I left the coffee shop. Well, this time, this mole was there. She was there with some other people. And as soon as I went to walk back up the hill, the sheriffs were waiting for me to arrest me for, get this, contempt of court, because of the videos that have Sylvia admitting to assaulting me and admitting that she filed a false report or made false statements to get back at me for breaking up with her because she was insanely jealous, because she's been rejected before by many guys that have gotten fed up with her crap, and she basically had so much feelings for me that when I broke up with her, she just went ape and attacked me, and then called the cops to get me arrested as revenge. And she admitted all this. Well, instead of the DA's office dropping the charges or lowering the charges to something else, they arrested me for contempt of court. She came to my residence 3 or 4 days, give or take, after I was released on the 12th, on 2/12, okay? She came here, unannounced, unwanted, unrequested. She didn't call me or anything. I didn't call her, and she shows up to apologize, okay? So, what am I to do, okay? All I said was, you're not supposed to be around me, you're not supposed to be here, but if you're really sorry, why don't you start telling the truth for a minute? So she did. And then I told her she had to leave. And she got mad because she thought I was going to take her back and forgive all her sins and all everything she's done against me. I said, no, you got to leave before I call the police. She then made some threats and left. Well, I got the restraining order scripted up a few days later. It got approved, I think, the 18th or the 19th. And then she started violating. And the police wouldn't do anything about it. They would show up and mock me for being a man to have a restraining order against a woman, say they were going to arrest her, and then they never did. Well, this led to the time when she basically busted in my camper and assaulted me, and then I pepper sprayed her, and they had no other choice but to arrest her. So, when she was arrested, she was not charged with assault and battery. She was not charged with any restraining order violation. She was charged with burglary. Okay? I got to pause it again because we're at the 424 mark. So, part 3 is going to ensue. This is part 2.